Math, Chapter 5, Study Guide. The first problem you're going to see is a two numbers, and you're going to add them together. But you need to round them. So what you do is you take the first number, 486, and 732. You round the first number, 4. You look at the second number. If it's bigger than 8, then you round it up. So this is going to be rounded to the nearest hundred. So this will be 500. Plus, look at the 7. Now look at the 3. It's less than 4. So you round it down. 700. Then you add the 2 and you get 1200. So what you have here, if you're going to explain it in your number model, is 500 plus 700 equals 1200. This is your number model. Let's look at the next one. So you have 515 plus 987 plus 267. Round 515 to 500. 987, look at that 8. It's bigger than 5. So the 900 goes to 1,000. There's the 1,000. 264, have that 2, look at the 6. That means the 2 is going to go up to 3. 300. Add all those together, you get 1,800. This is your number model. Don't forget, this is your number model. 500 plus 1,000 plus 300. The next one is you're going to use partial products to multiply this. So you take your first problem, 57 times 5. First, you multiply. Take your problem here and write it here. Make sure you line up the ones. Make sure you line up the ones. First, you're going to multiply 7 times 5, right here. What's the answer to that? You can look at your multiplication chart. Look at your multiplication chart. 7 and 5. That's 35. So it's 35. Then 5 times 5, look at your chart. It's 25. So let's do 7 times 5. That's 35. The ones goes on the bottom. The tens goes on top. Then 5 times 5. That's 25. 25 plus 3. This digit right here is going to be added. 25 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then drop the 2. That's 28. Write it here. Let's do the next problem. 42 times 6. Make sure you line up the 2 and the 6. That's the ones. First, you're going to multiply 6 times 2. Use your multiplication chart. That is 12. The 1 comes up on top, so that's 12. Now, 4 and 6. That's 24. Plus 1 more is 25. 252. All right. Now going to our next one. This is adding or subtracting decimals. The most important thing when adding decimals or subtracting is that these are lined up. The decimals are lined up. They're right on top of each other. Now do the problem like you normally would do. 6 plus 3 is 9. Drop the decimal down. Drop it right there. 9 plus 7 is 16. 16.9. The next one. Line up those decimal points. Make sure no matter what they're right next to each other. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 1 is 7. Decimal point down. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6.78. The next one is takeaway or subtraction. Line up those decimal points. 9 take away 3 is 6. Drop the decimal point down. 8 take away 5 is 3. 3.6. The next one is 11. Right now you need to explain why Matt made this mistake. Take a look. Why did he make a mistake? And the answer is Matt did not line the digit by the decimal. So see that decimal point? They are not lined up. It should look like this. 0.55, there's the decimal, 0.4. And we know if it's 0.4, then we can add that 0 right there. This is it correctly, and the answer would end up being 0.15. The next one is you're going to use a calculator for this. So get out a calculator. It says here the rule is times 5. So we're going to, if it says in, that means we're going to put in 6. Now it says use the rule. Times 5. That equals 30. So put 30. Now we have the opposite. We have 60 right here. So what that means is make sure you clear it. Type in 60 and times 5. What comes out? 300. Now you have a number that's on the outside. Clear it. That what you're going to do now is put in that number. So put in 350, and instead of multiplying 5, if it's on this side, divide by 5. So divide 5 equals 70. Now let's do the next one. We have 3,500, and we're going to, because it's on this side, divide by 5. Divide by 5, and the answer is 700. The next one is 40, and now it's on this side, so put in 40, and then times by 5. You get 200. We'll just do one of these. This one is times 20, 7 times 20 equals 140. Let's go down. If you go down to this one right here, you're going to divide by 20. So type in 400 divided by 20 equals 20. And there's your answer for that. And this one is the same thing, but it's by 70. And you follow the same way. Here we have the number, but we don't have what's out. So 3 times 70. And what comes out is 210. But here we have the opposite. So we're going to divide. So we're going to put 2,800 divided by, 2,800 divided by 70 equals 40. There you go.